And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved in rush mode. Well, I smelted a little bit of bars in between episodes, and we should have enough for a few more of these. And some of these. A few of these, and I have 6 batteries already. I moved, the power is down there. I took out the BFL because it dug what we needed to dig. So the BFL is down there now. Not down there. The BFL, I have it somewhere in my inventory. There it is. I grabbed the BFL. It dug down to the toxic caverns just fine. And now I should have plenty of power. I'm put a blue beam into this because these are smelting so fast that we are just cruising now. With tier 1 bars, and we have a little bit left to go before this is done. All the pods are in there, so we just have to churn through it. So while we're down here, that will research, and then we can look at what we need for hydrocarbon. I don't know what the requirements are for that, but we can craft 2 at once now, so that will help speed that up. And here's my drop. Here's my spot right here. So we have the power coming down. I made sure to put a transmitter at the 64 mark just to keep the pattern going. So here's what I want to do with this. We have enough space here to work with. We have a few things that we want to power from this line. So if we go here, put a battery and a transmitter down, that will continue the line so it's unbroken, and a little rotation problem there. That should update and start filling the battery, which is awesome. And we don't have any more of that type of rock on us, unfortunately. So we want nickel to come off this way, and gold and titanium will come off this way. So I'm going to have a more powerful one beaming that way and a less powerful one beaming this way. That way we can power everything just fine. And that should, it'll be a little finagling of power for now, but it should be fine. And for now, until we get enough for... I don't have any of that on me either. So I want to actually come down with this and in. Like that. And that should keep the nickel powered, which will finish off this line, or this vein, and then we can then extend this over and push it down into our other area. So that should work just fine for that. Here is our titanium and gold area. So here is a place that a battery is going to have to go. And we're going to be right here, I believe. Yep. So we can put a battery right on top. And then a transmitter, a smaller level one, right there. Oh, one more higher. Okay, so we're going to put it up here. Going in. So that will power gold and fill up all those. And we can go up with the next one. And up through here. Let's jump up to where our titanium is, see where that beam winds up, and get rid of all this rock here. I don't need any of this. Get rid of that. So there is the power coming up here. This level, I'm going to need to come up. That's perfect, actually, right there. I think it's right here. No, it's right here. And then in... right like that, and that will power this guy. grab the titanium. Just like that. So now we're able to actually process a lot of this stuff at a time. And I want to fill these up so we can smelt a whole bunch at a time. And then I want to bring another line down for all of the smelters. I don't want them to share power. So I'm going to bring another line down for the smelters. I'm going to initially run 3 smelters, for one for each of the type of ore. And the smelters are going to need at least one of these green lasers each to keep it powered, because it's about 8 power per second to keep it going. So let's set up some initial infrastructure for smelting. I've got some of the hoppers and all that kind of stuff on me. Excuse me. And so gold will be here. That will be a remove only. So the ore will come down and go right into here. And so this will be an add only. So the smelter will go right here. The titanium probably will come down right through here, right down this line right here. So we want to put another one of these here. So it'll come right down through here. And so this will be remove, this will be add. So this will be all my titanium that comes down. And then to make sure we're coming down here and grabbing as much as possible, I want to have a bunch of hoppers. The problem is I can't put regular conveyors down here. I could, most definitely I could, but Minox would spawn on them, and so I like to use tubes for that process. Over here, same thing. Oh, I missed it. He's dead. He's just floating down there and he's gonna die. That one already filled up. That's how fast that is. So let's add a few more and just maximize that so that this can come in here. We can set a remove only, set an add only, and then have a bunch of hoppers coming off of that. So this is where the thing will go right here. I'll work out power when I bring it down. How many of those? See, I don't have very many lasers left. Once you have one line coming down, by the way, it's a lot easier to bring other lines because the spacing is already set. The other thing that we're going to need to do while we're down here is set power up to the crystal, because I want a whole bunch of crystal for tubes eventually. So let's kind of snake our way up here. So we should be right by the crystal. So we can take this line right here and do the same thing we did above and beam power over. I don't need that hole anymore. Let's fill some of this in, because that goes all the way down to where we were just at, and so we don't need this potential death trap here anymore. And so I'd like to cover all that up just so we don't come down anymore. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to beam it in. So if we put a battery, it's pretty high. Let's put a battery here with another laser transmitter pointing down. Oh, we got the little rotation thing again. Anytime you move into a new chunk, it actually does that. I did some testing, and that's how it works. That little bug. Okay, it's really bright over here. I don't know why, but let's look at this. We got a steel cutter head. I want to take this away. I want to put it up here. Just like that. and take these off and set these to add only. And I want this one up here to be remove only. So that should be remove only. Now we can take these out. And I should have them still in my hotbar somewhere, I think. No? Okay. Okay, let's put these up in here. Take this out. Add a whole bunch of hoppers. Granted, they won't, I mean, it'll spread. These won't fill up to exactly 100, but it will give me a lot more when I come down and grab them, because we're going to need to make a lot of tubes in order to automate all of this, which is why I put so many drill heads in there, because it'll work. So now we've got 4 miners running off of 140 power per second thing, and each one of these is taking roughly 8 power per second. So that's almost tapping that line. Any more, if I put like antimatter in here, it would probably do it, because antimatter motors bring this up to over 15 power per second. So we could not run that many off of antimatter motors. That's why I didn't want to put them in there. We need to fix this little area here. How? Let's figure out which kind of block we want to use for that. We have a lot of just rock. Let's use rock. So let's zoom, control, and build the rock up. I don't like there's a huge gap right here. How's that? That's looking pretty good. So yeah, this huge gap that was right here, I don't really like that. Okay, let's put one there and one there. And we have a little way to get out. Because of how this works, going to that. Ooh. I can kind of squeeze out this way, put the blocks, and then jump out. That way it's nice and clean. Needs to be clean. That way we don't kill ourselves when we wander down here. All right, a little bit of pickups here that we can grab. Not really battling the wasps just yet. That'll come in due time. That'll all come. So this is almost done. And now that we have a whole bunch of ores coming in, we're able to smelt a bunch, and we're going to need some more smelters. How many bars do we have? Can make a few smelters actually. So let's get that working already. Or do we want tubes first? These transport pipes use 5 crystal, 3, so 25 of these would be 75 nickel, 50 titanium, and tin we don't worry about because we have tons and tons of tin. Pretty much these will be full every time we come back up here. And yes, I do want to rearrange this eventually, so we can have more backlog. I can put a bunch of hoppers there to grab 1,000 at a time or something. But for now, we're have to kind of make do with what we've got. So how many titanium or how many nickel? So the nickel was the higher used on the transport pipes. So let's look at ore extractors. No, we need to get power first. These are the most expensive things out of all of those because it is 32 a piece and we need something like 5 or 6 or 7 to get down there. So like this will have to go there. There'll have to be another one there. And this can go down like that. That pretty much taps me out of those. So I've got to smelt some stuff here as much as possible. It's amazing how fast this stuff smelts. Okay, is this done yet? Oh, so close. And I need 5 more intermediate. Is that intermediate? Yeah. Well, lucky I have 50 sitting right there. Oh, it's way over here. There they are. Let's put those in there. Those should process pretty fast. I really would like to get some enriched coal over there, because that would double my power. I mean, it would double it. So these are 49. It would go up to probably 99 power per second. So I would be able to put I would be able to put 800 power per second into this thing versus 400, which would, I mean, you can do like 3,000 power per second for full speed, but doubling my speed would be awesome. Let's go reload some ore. Okay. Nickel, I got a little bit titanium left I want to get rid of. Not really processing too much gold right now. I'm not in a huge need of gold, and I've got a little bit on me. So gold isn't used as much in this stage of the game than it is when you like start doing missiles and stuff like that. That's when gold really shines. All right, almost done. And I can see what I need for hydrocarbon. It's probably some advanced stuff that I don't have yet. And so I need to get that smelting operation going as soon as possible. Get some more nickel. Drop some more in there. And let's build some laser transmitters. How many batteries do I have left? 2 batteries left. I need a few of these still, and I need a few of these. Not enough yet, and the laser 3s, I'm a long ways from being able to use those, or needing them for that matter. I don't even need those right now. I could put lenses into these, but I mean, I could put ruby lenses in there, for instance. I've got quite a few rubies on me, and they're not really used in anything else. But they only give me, how many do ruby lenses give me? It only gives me a 50% increase. So it would go from 40 power to 60 power, and that's really not enough. We also need to start mining biomass as soon as possible. But that is, there it is, Crystal Dynamics. Oh, yeah. 75 intermediate. We have 50 intermediate already. So I need 25 more intermediate. And complex is the next one. So let's do this. Intermediate 25 would be 50 and 150. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25 intermediate. And let's start that project right away. 15 simplified is pretty straightforward. It's 30. It's just pods times 2 here. 1, 2, 3 for the PCBs, and then however many you put in there times 3 again, and we'll go in here. So I put 30 in there, so I need 90 in here. 90 in there. That's exactly 15. And that will get rid of both of these, and then the complex 45. So obviously it's 90 90 here, but then it's way more over here. It is 270 over here. I don't really have 270 available. I could extend this a bit, but for now I'm going to leave it alone because reasons. But that'll have to do it for this episode. Come back next time where we get smelting of T2 ores set up. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.